Okay, I'm gonna attempt this video one more time. I'm having the worst time this morning. I don't know if I should just quit while I'm ahead or just call it a day right here and screw it. But I've been trying to do this. I did a video, what was it, last week? Yeah, last week, where I did a Super Tarts Project Use It Up clamshell. What did I call it? Just Project Use It Up. And I got through quite a few over like the last week. I was sick again. I don't know if it was last week or the week before. I've been sick on and off like for the past 2 months. It's crazy. So yeah, so I went ahead and tried to get through some of my Super Tarts. I had a really good week with Super Tarts, to be honest. I really enjoyed, I'm finding as I really get to know the scents and things I love and don't love, like I'm really figuring out like what I like and don't like. And I enjoyed all of these clamshells, but there are very few in here that I would go ahead and repurchase. Well, there's a few I would repurchase. There are some that like I don't feel like I need to go out and run and, you know, get a whole bunch of them, but there was a few in here that I really did like. Let's start off with one that I didn't like right off the bat. So this is Smallville. This is Country Berry Hotcakes, cornbread, and cotton candy. And this one was super tooth-achingly sweet. And then with that cornbread was super strong as well. I just did not like the combination. It was just too strong, too sweet. And both of those scent notes just like, you know, they did the collide thing for me. Yeah, like in the clamshell on cold, I thought I was really going to like it, but it was just, it was too much. Also, I probably overdid it on this one. I did my normal. I did, like, let me just give you a rundown. So a whole clamshell, I'll put usually 3 cubes in the kitchen in each of 3 different warmers, 20-watt Glades, and then a 20-watt Walgreens, which I've never done a show and tell on that one. And then also in my living room, I have a Walgreens 20-watt and then a Mainstays 24-watt, which is quite strong and has really changed my living room area so that I can smell things. Before I was having trouble getting throw in here because it's kind of a big room, tall ceilings, vaulted ceilings, that, you know, the whole 9 yards. So it's really hard to get a throw in here. But with that 24-watt warmer has really kind of changed everything. And so usually what I do is then in here I'll do 2 in the 20-watt Walgreens warmer and then 1 cube in the 24-watt warmer, because I feel like the 24-watt warmer is pretty strong. Like it throws scent pretty strongly and quickly, so you don't want to put too much in there. So I put that throughout my entire house. It was too much. I had to turn it off. I couldn't with this one. It was just too much. It was too strong. And then that cornbread was too strong right along with it. And it just didn't work for me. Maybe if I had cut it down a little bit and it wasn't so strong, maybe I could have handled it, but it was still very, very sweet. I don't think I'll repurchase that one. This one I did like a lot, and I originally purchased it. It's kind of funny. I purchased it because of the Fizzy Pop, but I really didn't get any Fizzy Pop in here. So this is Tangerine, Toasted Marshmallow, and Fizzy Pop Flame Princess. This one was really good. I liked the tangerine and the toasted marshmallow as a pairing together. I thought it went really great together. It was like you got the tangy tangerine and then you would get hit with like that sweet toasted marshmallow scent. It was really nice. My daughter liked this one too. She kept coming out and she was like, that smells really good. I really like that one. So that one was one that if it came back, I probably would get another one. Like maybe. It's kind of iffy. Like I don't feel like I need it for sure. The Punisher. This is another one that I really liked. I was getting sick of the almond scents, but this one blended with tobacco leaf. Oh, this one, people I think get scared of tobacco leaf, but this is really sweet. It's like a sweet note. Yeah, you can kind of see why I was trying to get through these. Oh, this one was just so good. You know, this one I would get again. This one was, I put almond, like a sweet almond, and that the tobacco leaf was really a soothing scent, which it really was. I really like this one. I would get this one again for sure. Oh, one thing I wanted to say too, and damn it, I said this in the beginning of my other video. That's the thing about doing videos multiple times, is I say important things in the other videos. I can't edit anymore, so I just have to go with the flow. One thing I did want to say is just because I'm showing clams that don't look like they look less than stellar, Does not mean that there's anything wrong with the supercharged clams. It doesn't mean that your wax is going to go bad. Just for me personally, like aesthetically, like I don't, also not just aesthetically, but I don't want clamshells sitting around for 2 years. Like I don't want to hold on to anything for more than 2 years, to be honest. Not because of scent performance or because wax has been shown, like if you talk to the old, and not old in age, but like the old people that have been around for a while, like they have things from like 3 years ago that they throw in their warmer and they get a good scent throw from. So please don't think that I'm trying to say, oh my gosh, because inevitably it shows up in the wax groups, like on the Super Tarts page saying, my clamshells look old, I need to rebag them or whatever. You know, that's your own choice if you want to rebag them just to feel better about it. But honestly, I don't want to waste bags. Like I don't want to waste rebagging things. I feel like the clamshells are just fine. Like I feel like if I held on to these for another year, like they would be totally fine. They would still throw the scent. It's just that she put so much oils, and if you've been around for a while, she went through a phase where she was testing different clamshells. Like for a while we were getting clamshells that smelled kind of plasticky, but they were a harder plastic or a harder clamshell. So she kind of, I think at one point Brandy had said that she kind of needed to like make the decision whether she was just going to go with the plasticky smell or the softer clamshells that didn't have the plastic scent that may not hold up as well. But when I say hold up, that just means like they weren't going to go soft, which softness to me does not matter. So please don't think that your stuff is going to go bad or whatever. Like this one right here, I've probably had since her first restock. Some of these I've had since her very first, like when she first poured when she was going through collections and making her website ready to ship. Some of these are from here, and I pretty much got all strong scent throws, except for a few that are like a medium high scent throw, which is still good, but you know, that's with any vendor. So, but I mean, I still feel like the quality of the wax, if anything, it got better as it sat because more of the notes were able to come out. Some of these scents are so complex that I've had like a really hard time describing some of them. So rosewood is rosewood, lemon zest, musk, and orange slices. So now if you were to tell me that lemon zest and orange slices were in here, I didn't get that. At least my nose didn't get that. So this one, like on cold, I can smell the lemon and the orange, but on warm, I was mostly getting the musk and probably that rosewood scent. Now I don't know what rosewood smells like on its own, but to me it was kind of like a cigar shop, but minus the tobacco scent. The sweet tobacco scent. It was like a sweet wood scent, but it wasn't, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. This one was pretty strong. I had it going all day though, so then by the time I turned it off, it was pretty light, but I had it going for quite a while. Yeah, this one was mostly musk and rosewood. And it kind of smelled like, what it kind of reminded me of, if I can try to describe this, is like if you lived in like an old house, like back in the 1800s or something, and you could still smell like or maybe like a parlor, like a saloon. Yeah, like where people would smoke a lot and the wood, you know, the place was all wood and it was kind of like that old wood, not in a bad way though. I don't know, is this making any sense? Anyways, screw it. It's rosewood, okay? I'm not gonna try to describe it any more than that. It was just, yeah, it was interesting. It's one you have to try if you like any of those notes. If you like rosewood or musk, I would try that. One of my favorites is Fairy Dust. This is balsam, raspberry, and cake batter. This one is one of my favorites. I love this. You do get a slight raspberry, but if you had told me that raspberry was in there, I wouldn't be able to say that there was raspberry in there. It's very light. I think a raspberry is very good though in this one. This one, I love this one. It kind of reminds me of, let me pull up the other one that I have here that is kind of the same. This is what I wish Die Hard would have smelled like. I wanted to like Die Hard because it had pine and cookie, and I was like, pine and, you know, balsam is not exactly the same as pine, but it's pretty close. Also with this one too is pine and a sweet scent with the cream soda. Die Hard didn't work for me for whatever reason. I don't like Die Hard whatsoever. I feel like this is what I wanted Die Hard to be because you get the the tree scent and then a sweet scent together. And it's beautiful. I love fairy dust. I grabbed 2 more when she restocked them. And this one is just like a very soothing scent to me. I like putting it on and just relaxing. It's just one of those that I know I can put on and always be like happy with. Now Treebeard is kind of the same thing. So I put these 2 up together because I was kind of comparing the 2 of them because they're kind of similar in that they both have pine or like a tree note scent and then a sweet scent. So cream soda was very sweet. I couldn't tell you that there was cantaloupe in here. I did not smell that at all. So that's what the clamshell look like. Like I'm showing it like there's something in there. Yeah, so this one was like a sweet pine scent. This one was really nice. This one was a lot lighter though than the fairy dust. Which I don't think you'd want this one to be very strong. And like I said, I couldn't smell the cantaloupe in here. So this is just like a cream soda and a sweet, it's like a sweet pine scent. A little bit lighter. I think fairy dust is stronger as far as strength, but this one, you could smell it. It was nice. I don't think, again, I think I already said this. I don't think you'd want this one to be super strong. I think it'd be too overpowering. That one was just really well blended, but it's a medium scent throw. So, okay, Governor. Whoa, this one is so strong. Ice lemonade and clean cotton Yankee Type. This one I really, really love, but this one is really strong. I should have cut back. In fact, I saved 2 of the I call them pucks, hockey pucks, because when I put them in the freezer and I pull them out, they're just those round discs looking things. But this one I really love. It's like you get the lemonade and then that clean cotton is like a sweet clean cotton. It smells so, so good, but it is very strong. So I wanted to cut back a little bit on it. And next time I will do that. I won't make that mistake again. Like I said, I did this one in my living room and kitchen, how I explained before. So it works for me because it turns out to be 6 cubes. What did I put on here? Yeah, I put strong times 2. So that means it was ultra strong. But I feel like lemonade scents in general, you're going to get a pretty strong throw with lemonades unless they just did it wrong. So, and this one was nose clearing too. When I walked in the kitchen a few times, I was like, damn. That's like, yeah, that clears out your nose. So I am going to use the 2 pucks that I pulled out of the freezer again and just let it kind of die down a little bit and enjoy it that way because I overdid it on that one. That one's one you could probably cut the cubes in half and use half a cube in each of my 5 warmers and still get a good throw. Okay, so this one again is another super complex scent. Torche. I would highly recommend people try this one. This is tonka, beechwood vetiver, pink berries, and caramelized figs. This again was just, this is like the 3rd time I'm filming this video, so that's why I said again, Torche. So it kind of reminds me of Insidious a little bit, but it's completely different. I can smell that vetiver is what I'm trying to say, and that's in Insidious as well. I put on this one, on cold, I didn't like it. In fact, I almost destashed this, but on warm, it was gorgeous. Complex and unique. I could smell the sweet, like the vetiver was kind of sweet, and it was kind of like a sweet, smoky smell, and I think I was getting the smoky smell from maybe the caramelized figs. You know how like when they make a creme brulee, and they put that torch on there, you know, and fire it up, and you kind of get that sweet, smoky smell? That's what I think the caramelized figs did. It's just so unique. I can't even say enough about this one. This one is just really, really good. I enjoyed that one thoroughly, and I would probably get that one again. Let's talk about Miss Gilmore really quick. This is 29 High Street. Well, that's what Lush calls it, 29 High Street. I have the shower gel in my cabinet to use. I love, that's one of my favorite shower gels from Lush is 29 High Street. They don't make it on a regular basis. You had to get it from the kitchen or I don't know, but it's good. Lotus Blossom and Orange Zest. 29 High Street is meant to smell like a Lush shop, and that's exactly what I smelled when I opened this clam. I smelled a Lush shop. I was like, this is heaven. Now, on warm, I put 2 cubes, 4 cubes total, 2 cubes in each warmer in my office. And for some reason, I was getting some weird scent throw issues. It was throwing out of the room versus in the room, so I could smell it out here in the living room, and it was clashing with one of the other ones I was warming. But this one, holy hell, this one was strong. I was just like, crap, I had to go turn it off because it was too much. I think I was getting a little bit of floral from the Lotus Blossom. I was smelling mostly 29 High Street, but Lotus Blossom was like I was getting a floral note coming out of it. I didn't necessarily like it. This is another one where less is more. I would definitely calm this one down and not use so much. I'm going to set this one aside because I still have the wax in the warmer, and I'm going to put it in the freezer and then try to put it somewhere else because... So the other 2 cubes I put in my daughter's bedroom in her 24-watt warmer, and I think that warmer might be dying down or something. I don't really know what's going on with that warmer because I didn't get much of a scent throw in there, which is odd. A 24-watt should definitely throw. I think maybe it died on me or something. I don't know. I gotta move my legs because I'm like my leg is falling asleep. Okay, so I'm gonna come back and review Miss Gilmore later, but you have to like that 29 High Street or that. It's meant to smell like walking into a, did I already say that? It's meant to smell like walking into a Lush shop. So it's kind of like got that bath bomb scent. Yeah, but I don't know if I like that floral, so that's why I'm going to come back and review it later. All right, just a couple more here. I don't know what's up with this one. I like Dobby in all senses should be one that I like. It's Linen Sock, Ocean Mist, and Dune Grass. And when I saw this one, like when she first made it, I was like, oh my gosh, like Dobby, I'm going to be in love with Dobby. And I love Dobby, the character too. He's like kind of like the like unspoken hero in Harry Potter. Well, just one of them. There's many unspoken heroes in Harry Potter, but Dobby's like so cute. Like you can't help it. Like love his little face. Linen Sock, Ocean Mist, and Dune Grass. The last time I reviewed this, I said there was a lot of Dune Grass in here. For some reason, this clamshell, I did not get that much Dune Grass. It was like a little bit sweeter. Now on cold, I like it. I'm smelling it now and I like it. But on warm, I just don't know. Like there's something about it that just doesn't, it's not ocean mist to me. Like it does not smell like an ocean, like salty sea air or anything like that. I think the Linen Sock is what's throwing me. And I think it's a linen maybe that I've smelled before but don't have a lot of experience with. Just because it just smelled like something I haven't smelled before and I just didn't like it. It must be some sort of linen scent that, I don't know. It's just, I think I want it to be like a sweeter linen type scent, and to me, maybe it's a little bit stronger. I don't know. So what I actually ended up doing, and it didn't help at all, I used cotton candy frosting because she did a rain sampler with cotton candy frosting, and I've warmed rain and cotton candy frosting. If you've never tried that blend before, get some rain and cotton candy frosting and the mini melters, oh boy, potion packs, and mix rain and cotton candy frosting. It is freaking amazing. I love that so much. I have more back in my closet. So anyway, so I decided to do cotton candy frosting and Dobby together, and it didn't work. All it really did was just tone the Dobby down, and I really didn't get any cotton candy frosting, so that was kind of a fail. For some reason, cotton candy frosting though works with rain perfectly. I don't know. All right, just a couple more here. Daily Planet is Starbucks coffee, French baguette, and brown sugar. I put on the back of this one that I smelled Harry, which is Magically Delicious and French baguette. So it kind of makes sense because this one was very strong on French baguette. I didn't get a lot of coffee in this one. I feel like the coffee was light, but it was creamy. So it did kind of work for me, but I feel like I mostly got Harry, and maybe the brown sugar was kind of like mimicking the Magically Delicious a little bit with that French baguette, and so it didn't have a lot of coffee, so maybe that's why it was smelling like Harry to me, from Harry from the Wizard Wax. Yeah, that French baguette and the brown sugar just give it that, like I swear I smell a little bit of Magically Delicious in here. She said the other day that in her Magically Delicious blend she uses 8 different oils. I'm wondering if she uses brown sugar in there or a French baguette. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this one I have warming right now, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I wasn't sure how I felt about it. This is Oz. This is ginger ale, key lime custard, and birthday cake pie, which sounds like a really strange combination. And when I first started warming it, that's when I had the Celebrate going in the other room, and I was like, oh hell, these are not working together at all. So, and sometimes you have to watch that. Like I should really try to be a little bit more careful when I warm things at the same time because I forget that Super Tarts sometimes can be really strong and overtake other rooms. And that's what was happening with this one. But I turned it on by itself this morning in the kitchen. And I really like this one. Like I wasn't sure that I would, but I really do. It's just so good. It's not like when I first started warming it, I didn't think ginger ale right away. But ginger ale and lime kind of just work together anyways. Because they're kind of like I'm drinking a lime LaCroix behind me. And so LaCroix is like I've got a lime LaCroix, so it's got the lime flavoring. And then it's just kind of like what is it called? Carbonated water. Like a Canada Dry. Like I love Canada Dries. I could drink those all day. The LaCroix I can drink all day. So it's kind of like they work together. So key lime. And you do get a bakery note, which kind of sounds strange, but it works. Like I really kind of like this one. When I got it, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I really kind of do. So yeah, it's like the lime, and then you get the ginger ale and then a bakery note, which sounds totally mad. Oh God, I've been watching too much Harry Potter. It sounds totally crazy, but it works. Totally works. Grudge is blueberry muffin, vanilla bean noel, sandalwood, and fall leaves. This one, I don't know. I have one cube left, so I'm gonna try to warm that and just see how I feel. I didn't realize, is that the hair? Like from the Grudge? Oh, that's creepy. I've never looked at that picture before that closely. Anyways, blueberry muffin. I don't love blueberry, so blueberry muffin's kind of a nice alternative to me. And I don't know if the vanilla bean noel was kind of toning the blueberry down, so it's making it more doable for me. But oh, and look, there's a little eye. I don't know why this clamshell got discolored. I don't really know. I think maybe I had it sitting somewhere where like the sunlight got to it and it just changed it. This one is really nice. I do smell the kind of like that earthy note of like the fall leaves and the sandalwood. But on warm, my nose was just mostly picking up kind of like a earthy blueberry. I mostly just got blueberry, to be honest. I had to go over and sniff like over the warmer to smell the sandalwood and fall leaves. But I might have had other things warming that day, so that's why I'm glad I have one cube left so I can just put it somewhere. And did my thing just turn off? Oh, God. Anyways, hopefully it didn't. All right, so yeah, that one, you know what? I'm gonna set this one aside with the Miss Gilmore, and I'll talk about these two again, because I have about, I think 7 to 10 more Super Tarts things to get through before I finish my project to use it up, because that's what I put in my first video was, why is that, oh, for Pete's sakes, this thing, ugh. I've got a new tripod and